The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Monday, July 28 state that Hope Logan will be furious about Daphne Rose's homecoming, while Sheila Sharp wishes to say goodbye to Luna Nozawa. Daphne's return to Los Angeles will undoubtedly disappoint Hope. Carter Walton misses seeing Daphne around the workplace, but Hope will wish she had stayed in Paris. Hope will strive to believe in Carter and their commitment, but it will be difficult since Daphne is always flirting. Daphne's enticing sense will make matters worse, so Hope will have legitimate concerns. Daphne's danger to Hope and Carter's engagement will grow as time passes. Hope may flash her ring on Monday's episode in an attempt to mark her territory, but Daphne may continue her Carter quest nonetheless. Brooke Logan will dig her heels in against Taylor Hayes. Despite Taylor's attempts to scare Brooke and persuade her to quit throwing herself at Ridge Forrester, Brooke may once again predict that destiny will prevail in the end. However, the upcoming Italy tour will be met with some opposition. Ridge will eventually get on Brooke's bad side, creating an opportunity for Nick Marone to work with. That being said, we all know how the B&B plot will finish. Brooke and Ridge always end up back together sooner or later, so fans should be prepared for this conclusion. Meanwhile, John Finnegan and Bridget Forrester will continue to reflect on Liam Spencer's unusual tumor case and life-saving treatment. Bridget and Finn will step up their research into why Grace Buckingham handled everything in such an odd, clandestine manner. Scammer Grace will do her best to avoid detection, but as Finn and Bridget unearth more facts, this may become more difficult. Sheila will make an appeal to Lee Finnegan for closure. Sheila will want to say her final goodbyes to her granddaughter, thus she may request to see Luna's body, grave, or urn. Lee will not allow it and will crush Sheila in the process, but only because she is concealing something significant. According to the bold and the beautiful spoilers, Luna is still alive and healing behind closed doors, so stay tuned for more information on how long Lee can maintain that secret. According to the bold and the beautiful spoilers and updates, Hope Logan will face 3 huge hurdles in her love life. Let's talk about why her romantic life is on the verge of catastrophe. Unexpected twists and turns are happening on the CBS serial, so here's how Hope might be affected. Has Daphne's return ruined Hope and Carter's engagement? To begin, Daphne Rose's return will jeopardize Hope and Carter Walton's wedding plans, as Hope will have negative recollections of Daphne. After Daphne returns to Los Angeles, Hope will become increasingly concerned about her unresolved feelings for Carter and the potential connection they may still share. Naturally, there's a risk that some buried secrets will come into play. Did Carter have a hot rendezvous with Daphne that we missed? Complicated matters for him and Hope even more? The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Taylor's impromptu wedding is interrupted when Ridge runs to save Brooke. View story. Is it possible that Daphne is concealing information about a pregnancy that will be revealed shortly, placing Carter in a bind? In any event, Daphne's homecoming will complicate Hope's romantic life. Could Hope's old feelings for Liam reignite and resurface? Carter may not be the only one drawn to someone else in the coming weeks, as she has a renewed appreciation for one of her ex-partners. Hope might feel the same way now that she knows Liam Spencer will be fine. There's nothing like nearly losing someone to make you appreciate them. In the future, Hope, Liam and Beth Spencer will spend more time together as a family. This may make Hope consider whether she should take advantage of this second chance to reconcile with Liam. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Hope's love life in crisis. 3 major challenges ahead. Will Hope's old romantic rivalry with Ivy rekindle? If Hope decides she wants Liam back, she may have some competition. B&B fans are aware that Ivy Forrester has been pondering on her past with Liam, and how profound their connection once was. Now that Liam is no longer in danger, Ivy may find the resolve to pursue him and work harder for a fresh start. Is Liam ready to start over with Ivy? Regardless of the situation, Hope may get jealous and consider Ivy as a love rival, recalling the past. Liam may find himself in a love triangle, facing a difficult decision about who he truly wants to be with. Having a daughter with Hope may assist. Hope's heart hammered as she stood transfixed in the doorway, staring at the figure across the room. Daphne. Her appearance was like a ghost resurrected from a nightmare. Too vivid, too sudden, and too unpleasant. Hope never expected to see this person again, especially not here, not now. Rage curled slowly within her, coiling like smoke from a fire she assumed had died out. However, the embers had only been buried, not extinguished. What are you doing here? Hope inquired, her voice low and tight, shaking with the weight of incredulity. Daphne turned slowly, her face unreadable. Her face had aged well, but the edges had become sharper, colder, more polished and less human. I came to see Luna, she replied simply, as if her name had no significance, as if it weren't a deep gash in Hope's chest. Hope took a step forward, clenching her fists. You lost it the day you left without saying anything. She does not even remember you. And I have kept it that way for a reason. I know, Daphne said, her eyes softening, but Hope didn't believe it. But I am not here to reclaim anything. I just need to say goodbye. She's not yours to say goodbye to, Hope said. She stopped being your daughter the second you chose your career over her. Sheila stood silently in the shadows beside the stairway, unobserved until now. She had heard every word but did not move. She had been anticipating, if not dreading, this confrontation. But a part of her hoped that it would finally provide some clarity, or at least closure. I'm not here to argue, Daphne stated. I am not seeking for forgiveness. I know I do not deserve it. I only want a moment with her. Only one. Hope laughed, but it was sour and empty. You don't get to waltz back in and beg for a moment, as if that will solve anything. She's happy. She is stable. I have created a life for her without you. Daphne swallowed, her composure wavering. She's dying, Hope. The words landed like a landslide. Hope stumbled backward, her breath trapped in her throat. For a heartbeat, the room fell silent as if time had stopped. What did you say? She whispered. I said she's dying, Daphne reiterated, her voice shaking. Luna has a condition. It is degenerative. I did not come here to take her away. Rather, the doctors told me she just had a few weeks remaining. I arrived because I couldn't leave knowing this. Hope felt the ground shake beneath her. No, that could not be. Luna had always been fragile, but they had overcome it. Specialists, treatment, and drugs. Everything had helped. She had plans. She had a future. No, Hope replied, shaking her head. You are lying. You always lie. Sheila eventually stepped forward, her voice soft but forceful. It is true, Hope. We received the call few days ago. I didn't want to inform you until we knew for certain. Hope turned against her. Did you know? And you haven't told me? I wanted to make sure. I didn't want to ruin you with another false alarm, Sheila explained, reaching for her hand. I'm so sorry. Hope pushed away, her eyes welling with tears. She couldn't believe what she heard. Luna. Her baby. The thought of losing her was awful. But she's been doing better, she added, her voice low and desperate. She's been laughing, drawing again, eating better. Daphne moved closer, but maintained her distance. Occasionally there is a rush of energy at the conclusion. I have seen that before in the clinic. Hope shook her head again, tears flowing freely. No. No. I can't. I will not. Sheila shifted to her side, arms around her. You don't have to go through this alone. For a long period, neither of them talked. The grandfather clock ticked, filling the silence. Outside, a breeze rustled the trees as summer faded into fall. Hope's mind raced, attempting to make sense of a reality she didn't want to face. She finally looked at Daphne. What are you actually here for? Guilt? Redemption? A photo to prove you're a mother? I'm here because I loved her, Daphne explained, tears streaming down her cheeks. And I still do. Regardless of what I did or did not do. She was mine, and I was too terrified and selfish to be the mother she needed. I do not expect anything from you. I just wanted to say farewell. Please. Hope's lips twitched. She did not want to give Daphne anything. Part of her still resented her for leaving, as if Luna were just a phase she could get over. But something within her shifted. A tiny hesitant understanding. Maybe it wasn't about Daphne at all. Perhaps it was about Luna and what she deserved. Fine, she whispered. You can see her. One time. 1 minute. And I stay in the room. Daphne nodded, her hands quivering. Thank you. Hope turned away, wiping tears from her cheeks. She proceeded down the corridor, and Daphne and Sheila followed in silence. They got to the modest bedroom at the end of the corridor. The nightlight flickered gently in the corner, spreading a soft amber hue across the bed where Luna was sleeping, cuddled up with a plush bear. Hope halted in the doorway. Her throat clenched again. Daphne stood behind her, her eyes fixed on the tiny figure on the bed. For a moment she said nothing. Then she came forward slowly and knelt near the bed. "Hi, Luna," she said quietly, her voice shaking with remembrance and grief. "It's Mommy." Luna twitched but did not wake. Her little hand trembled on the bear's ear. Daphne softly grasped the child's hand and brushed her fingertips over the knuckles. "You're incredibly strong. So gorgeous. I'm sorry I wasn't present. I should have been. I will never forgive myself for missing your life. But you will be with me every day of my life. You transformed me. I love you. I always did." Hope watched from the corner, her heart shattered in 1,000 directions. Despite her rage, she realized something at that moment. This was not a solution. A fracture was being acknowledged. Daphne stood slowly, kissed Luna on the forehead, and then turned away without saying anything else. As she passed Hope at the doorway, she halted, her eyes filled with both gratitude and sadness. Sheila held her hand as they moved down the hallway, while Hope remained in the room with Luna, the stillness heavy and sacred. There were no satisfactory resolutions in this case. Just a moment of grace carved out of the sadness, and a silent goodbye that eventually came.